I've been in this mall since 1996.
He is no stranger to daring abroad and is known far and wide for his prolific photography and graphic design skills.
We're getting orders from places we never thought we would work with.
Yes, we check in on Maryland-based Ken Agwa as he shares the secrets to running a successful business abroad as a foreigner.
We have to do constant upgrades so that we can keep up with the competition.
Also on the show, how Pazurina Holiday Homes is making inroads with the Kenyan diaspora in the US.
Kenyans who are here, they have that greater thirst for owning properties back home.
That is right. Today's show is as inspiring as ever. And yes, we're still based in the United States of America, specifically Maryland and Seattle City, bringing you stories of amazing Kenyans doing incredible work both home and away. My name is Michael Zimanji. Let's start the show.
This is Greenbelt Mall, also known as Beltway Plaza Mall.
It's been about 3 years since we last met US-based Ken Agwa. Ken is the owner of his very own photography and design company based in Beltway Plaza Mall in Greenbelt, Maryland. This is Ken's 28th year in operation, and still, business is booming.
I've been in this mall since 1996. We started small as a kiosk, and now we do have a shop. We've also branched into other towns. Like right now, we have a shop in Glen Burnie. We had one in Virginia and Baltimore. Those ones did okay, but not too okay to survive. So we kind of gave them a hiatus. So we have 2 operations here in Maryland. We just had customers walk in. They just graduated, so they want to take their graduation pictures. They're the 3rd customers we are getting this morning. And so this is the graduation season. We have a lot of seasonal business. Graduation is very, very high up there. After graduation, we have the summer picking up, and then summer we are also really busy. We basically started as a photography business, but we've gotten into a digital business right now. We do photography, like you just saw the graduates coming in to take pictures. We do printing. Printing is a major part of our business. And we do also digitizing of graphics and images that people want for advertising. So we brand a lot of stuff. We do banners, we do coffee mugs, we do keychains, we do pens, we do plates. Anything that is has value, we can brand so that it actually sells something. My clientele is everybody. We have schools, we have churches, we have government agencies, we have individuals, we have families, and we have truckers that have a trucking line that they want their trucks branded because there's some requirements that you have to put on your truck. We do that for them. If you want it for advertising, we do that for them. Schools, for their teams, for their programs that they have in school, they make special branding of their T-shirts and stuff that they need, and pants and shorts for the sports. We do that. So we take care of basically everybody. We even take care of people's funerals. When people have funerals, they want to make stuff for the people that are deceased. They have buttons, they have T-shirts, they have the big pictures that they display in church. So a lot of funeral homes come to us. We even print funeral programs. So we are never a dull moment here. There's never a dull moment here. There's always something to do.
Quite impressive. But the question now is, how is he able to keep his business running all these years? The answer? Professionalism and keeping up with the latest technology.
This industry, everything changes every day. The printers that we used 3 years ago are obsolete right now. They're obsolete, one, because they are more expensive to run. Two, the quality is overtaken. It's just like having a cell phone. If you use a cell phone that you had 3 years ago and you compare to the pictures that you can take with a cell phone right now, you'll see the difference is like almost 20 years. Yeah, so we have to do constant upgrades so that we can keep up with the competition. Right now, the latest thing we have is the DTF printing, direct to film. The direct to film is revolutionized. It has revolutionized the garment printing business because it used to be so difficult to do dark stuff. If you bring a black shirt or a green shirt, white was easy to work with. But with it, you needed to do silkscreen to do what you can do right now with the DTF. The DTF makes it so simple. It's just like regular printing. It's an expensive machine. Not everybody have it. But if you have it, you're 100 steps ahead of the competition.
Yes.
And that is what we have now. So we're getting orders from places we never thought we would work with.
Another secret to Ken's success is the willingness to listen to his clientele's needs.
Some people want to have customized their jewelry. They want to put pictures on their necklaces. They want to put their pictures on their lockets. So they come to me, the jewelry stores come and ask me, is this something that you can do? I wasn't able to do it before. But when I went and did a research on it, I started to do it for them. And they were selling jewelry for $3,000 and paying me $30 to put the picture on there. I think I'll buy my own jewelry, also sell it, you know? So that's the way it works. If you search, you will find a way to do it. So because of that, we have branched in so many different areas because people don't have the ability to do what we are doing, so they come to us. And then we also discover that if we can do it, we can also get the stuff that we need so that we don't have to sell just what they bring to us. So we can also have ours and still work for them as well. The latest we have is the acrylic frame. The acrylic frame is really a new design. It's just like having glass, your picture on glass. It's not in a frame, it's in glass. And no, in Kenya we have some very beautiful frames, but the acrylic frame stands by. It's very clear, it's very long lasting, and that's a new item that we have introduced. We've also introduced like the pillows. The pillows that people put on their chairs, they look beautiful when you have a picture on them. It engages people that come to your place, and it's not that expensive. So it just adds values, and people use it also for gifts. A lot of times you want to give somebody a gift that's memorable. What more can be memorable than an item that has a picture of maybe their grandchild? You know, you can buy them something good, but it won't mean that much to them. But if you give them something that connects them to the people that they love, that is a gift that they really cherish. And you couldn't put a price on that. You know, I could buy you a $30,000 ring, but if I give you a pillow that has your grandchild or your child on it, that's the one you want to look at every day.
Now Ken, who landed here in September of 1978, has clearly made a name for himself, but the Kisumu native has not forgotten where he came from.
No, I haven't forgotten Kenya. In fact, we've been in Kenya for 20 years. We have a shop in Kisumu. We also had one in Eldoret. That we closed after about 3 years. But the one in Kisumu has been very, very helpful to us because we are so busy here. The labor rates here are so high. If you hire somebody here with the skills that we require, the minimum you're going to pay them is about $25 an hour. And it's expensive. And it's like that because the cost of living here is also high. So we can take in the volume that if we were just hiring people here, the payroll would be too high. So we send the staff to Kisumu. And our staff in Kisumu are doing such a wonderful job. They do the editing for us, they do the graphics designs for us, they do all we do after they're done is print the pictures or forward them as digital if that is what the customer wants. In that way, they get paid, they are employed, And for the last 6 years, we've been doing that. We've become so dependent of them that if they have a holiday in Kenya, we suffer here because we are not doing things on time. So Kenya should limit their holidays just a little bit.
28 years and 14 employees later, Ken is still living his American dream, which he attributes to one important factor.
Michael, I think the most important thing is the passion, because you can have everything, but if you don't have the passion for what you're doing, it will not succeed. I've seen people buy equipment that I could not afford and just wish I had half of what they did, but they didn't have the passion for the job. The store here belonged to a Chinese businessman before it became mine. And I had a kiosk back then. But the kiosk was always busy. But the bigger store here wasn't busy. So the mall asked me to consider moving into this place. But he had a lot more equipment than I did, okay? But he either didn't have the right staff to work for him or the passion to do what, because you have to be able to deal with customers. But on the basics, you need to have, if you want to do what we do, you have to start somewhere small. We started with just printing t-shirts and printing shirts. Then you learn what customers want. Depends on where you are. Customers come and they say, I want this. And you can't do it. And they're ready to pay $300. You don't sleep well at night. So you want to go back and see how you can satisfy a customer like that when they come back so that they don't walk out that door with the money. So you have to figure out, where you want to start, where your passion is, and then the customers will kind of drive you to where you need to go.
And his parting shot?
When you come abroad, there's a lot of opportunities that you will not find in Kenya, and that's very regrettable because we have the capacity to engage people. What I don't understand a lot of times is why are people so unemployed, and yet there's so much that people need to produce. There's so much labor that's needed to make the country, go up, and yet everybody's idle. Opportunities are here, but you also have to want to take on the opportunity. And because, a lot of people are not willing to do the sacrifice that is needed so that they can maximize on that opportunity.
Congratulations to Ken Agwa doing amazing work in Maryland and remembering his motherland. Time for us to go on a short break, but when we return,
Kenyans who are here, they have that greater thirst for owning properties back home.
how Pazurina Holiday Homes is making inroads with the U.S. diaspora. Welcome back to the show. Now, in the first part, we took you to Maryland and focused on an amazing individual doing amazing work through his photography and graphic design business. Right now, we cross over to Seattle City and join the MD of Pazurina Holiday Homes as he shares with us why they're making inroads with the U.S. diaspora.
Karibu sana Mr. Njoroge to the show. A pleasure to host you right from Seattle, Washington State.
I'm very excited to be here in Seattle. The experience has been wonderful. Everything about Seattle is perfect.
Good weather.
Good weather.
Yeah.
Very friendly people, happy people. And
you must have met so many Kenyans in Seattle.
I've met so many Kenyans in Seattle. I even wondered how
you feel like you're in Kenya.
Yeah, how come all these Kenyans are here? And they are doing very well. They're in all professions.
Yeah. So, I mean, as usual in our back home segment, we seek to showcase to the world what is happening back home and investment opportunities back home. So, well done, Pazurina Holiday Homes, for having something for the world in Diani. So, explain a little more, what does Pazurina Holiday Home have to offer?
No other company is providing holiday homes investment opportunities. And remember, we are in Diani, one of the best beaches in the world, and it has been appreciated by people across the world. And when I talked to Kenyans, and I had to listen to them. For example, I wanted to know what is that thing which stresses them most when they want to invest back home. They are looking for something that can give them passive income. They are looking for something where they can invest stress-free. And we have a solution to that because Diani, when they have something in our estates, which is a resort, you have a house there, and we have a management company, they are very sure they will be getting something consistently stress-free. And when they want to build, we already have a contractor on site who is able to build for them before they pay after the work is done. And this is something they are saying it is amazing for them, and they are ready to invest. And not just ready, some of them have already invested as we were here. Some at the point of meeting them, they press deposit because these people have already known us. They've seen we work with you as our brand ambassador, and they have appreciated what you've been doing. They have trusted you, and for that reason, they have trusted us as well and press deposit. And not just that, you know, I delivered title deed to some who have already bought with us. They bought with us even before they came to see what we have, and they have been able to confirm with people like you who have already bought. And for that reason, they were happy and they were able to convince their friends this is the best property to invest in.
And thank you, Mr. Njoroge, for believing in the Daring Abroad investment forums, you know, marching with you all the way from Australia to UK to USA. And I've been seeing you are issuing title deeds at the forums.
Yes, especially here in Seattle, we had quite a number of customers who had bought with us. So I came with them with the title deed so that I could issue to them and appreciate them. And when I was doing that, their friends were very happy to see, these things can be delivered in person here. And in fact, I was also happy to see my clients being happy.
Wow, so it was a great reconnection with your clients. Maybe you've just been talking online, on phone. Now you're able to meet them.
I'm able to meet them in person, and the questions they had, I was able to answer to them in person.
And I'm glad I received my title in Kenya before coming, having bought my parcel of land with the Pazurina Holiday Homes.
Yes, that has really also convinced more and more people, since you have a name and you are well known here. People trusted us and they were able to buy even before they see what we have. And of course, Alex Chamwanda, you being our brand ambassador, that gave us such a great credit because your brand is well trusted. And you are well, I also became amazed, you're very well known here by thousands of Kenyans.
As Njoroge said, I'm a brand ambassador of Pazurina Holiday Homes, apart from buying a piece of land with them in Diani. So it's always a pleasure that, wow, you can recognize me as your brand ambassador, and we really take it. I mean, on behalf of Chams Media, many thanks for also giving us that opportunity. Great. So in terms of now the nature of the sponsors who came on board, who you were able to interact with, were you able to achieve anything with the other sponsors? What did it mean having a diversity of sponsorship in the forums?
It meant a lot because some of them we are in partnership, especially the banks. And in fact, there was one bank, they kept on referring their customers to us because their customers were looking for property. And I got some from them, and they signed with us, and they bought our properties. So having that diversity is very important for us in business because we require the banks, we require insurance company, we require all these institutions to work as a team so that we're able to deliver.
Well done, Njoroge, and give us an overview of your clientele, local and the diaspora.
Yes, I would say we have 50% back home, 50% in diaspora. And it is a bit interesting to realize the Kenyans who are here, they have that greater thirst for owning properties back home because some are looking for something they can, a property that can give them something back home, like a passive income. Some are looking for retirement home. Some are looking for a place where when they go back home with their children, they can enjoy. And that is something I've seen. People in diaspora, they are more interested with our beach properties more than Kenyans who are already in our country.
Okay, and what are some of the changes that are happening around Diani or in South Coast that really mean a lot to your projects in Diani? What are some of these strategic facilities that make your investment more viable than any other places in Kenya?
A lot is happening in Diani. As you well know that Diani is rated as the best beach in Africa for many years. And we have had Germans and Italians and many Europeans setting tent in Diani. They have hotels, they have houses there. And I also noted most of Kenyans who are in America, whenever they come back to meet their relatives, they always go to coastal Kenya, and 90% of them will go to Diani. Diani, having the best beach, now having an airport, we already have a bypass, the Dongokudu bypass, and I've noted Kenyans living in America are very well informed about what is happening back home. So they've been looking for this opportunity, and it's only Pazurina Holiday Homes which has been able to give them that opportunity to own something in Diani, where we have all these, the scrabble for space in Diani is growing. Many people from other countries owned Diani before Kenyans. For those factors, Kenyans who are here, they really appreciate.
So again, yes, your word has been out there. We've been with the Pazurina Holiday Homes as one of our anchor sponsors in the forums in Australia, UK, and USA. So again, why Pazurina, Mr. Joseph Joroge?
Pazurina stands out in terms of credibility, in terms of timely delivery of title deeds, in terms of what we promised, we delivered. Pazurina Holiday Homes is also well respected for being able to provide unique products. And these unique products are somewhere where people can be able to earn a lot of income, given that it is a central tourist destination in Kenya.
Amazing work there from Pazurina Holiday Homes, and we at Chams Media congratulate them on their efforts. And that is how we wrap up the show. Always a pleasure having you with us, and on behalf of the team responsible for this week's episode, we say thank you so much for watching, and let's do this again next time.